Hey guys, welcome back to more Fallout 3. I have no idea what just happened. Why are the why did the sentry bots kill these guys, and why didn't these guys shoot at me before? Oh dear, I don't understand what's happening. I do need to... Wait, really? I thought I picked up another plasma rifle there. Or maybe I picked up another laser rifle. That's also possible. Yeah. I'm guessing the dude's in here. The president dude. Hello? I need to go upstairs. This is getting a bit too high for me.
Ah, face to face at last.
What?
It's high time we met. I'm quite pleased you were able to make it. The trip was not what I had intended, but serves as an adequate test of your abilities.
Okay, maybe it was what it was supposed to happen. If we're meeting face to face, then show yourself to a happy end of honor. I have a feeling this is him.
Ah, but I have. I'm right here before you.
Well then, what are you? All I see is
You
computers.
should feel privileged. Colonel Autumn is the only other human permitted within this room. You are now privy to one of the few secrets our government now harbors. Do keep it to yourself, please.
This is crazy. A computer is running the Enclave?
I assure you that I am much more than a simple computer.
I'm sure you
Let's
are.
not get bogged down in the details just yet. You're here for a purpose, and I'd like to discuss it with you.
Really? I'm listening.
Our nation's capital is at a crossroads. The path that you and I choose here today will affect us all. I need you to act on my behalf to ensure that our country's future is secured.
What country? Look around. Everything is
It's a
destroyed.
bit of a bleak outlook, don't you think? The United States has fallen on hard times, yes, but
Hard times.
can be healed. You have that power to heal within you if you allow yourself to act. What I ask of you needs explanation, so you understand why it must be done. Perhaps that will stir you to act.
Hurry up and get to the point.
Yes, indeed. The point is that we are hampered at every turn by a world gone wrong. So-called super mutants, ghouls, horrific creatures. The mutations outside these walls must be cleansed before we can prosper. Mutation must be eradicated. I believe your father's work can do that more quickly and efficiently than ever possible before.
So, if your intentions are so pure, why didn't you just approach my father peacefully and ask him? Because I am sure if your intentions were so goody-goody positive, he would have agreed. How is that relevant?
The purifier your father helped create has the ability to provide clean water to the whole of this capital wasteland. With a simple modification, it can be used to distribute agents that destroy mutated creatures upon ingestion. In time, we could eliminate all mutations in the wasteland. At the same time, the good people of the world regain their health. I need you to make the modification necessary for this to succeed.
Alright, so this bastard had my father killed. Maybe... I do have to give him the doubt, though, because he did tell his people to let me up here, you know, without being harmed. But it was Colonel Autumn who undid that order. So maybe it was Colonel Autumn's who killed my father, but that does not change the fact that he could have just approached my father peacefully. So I don't want to do any favors for this guy yet, but I don't exactly seem to have a choice at the moment. So how exactly would I go about doing this?
In front of you will be a vial of modified FEV virus. It can be inserted into the control console for the purifier. Doing so will inject it into the water supply, and the purifier will take care of the rest. You just need the code to activate the purifier. Simple, isn't it?
No. God, guys, I don't know. I guess this kind of fulfills my mom and my dad's, wishes. But this also fulfills this guy's wishes, and I have no intention of doing whatever this guy wants me to do. And what the hell is that? Is that a daffodil? That's what it looks like. Alright, I'll give it some
I
thought.
understand. It's an unusual request, one I wouldn't make if it weren't of the utmost importance. Please understand that I cannot allow you to leave until you've taken the vial.
You see, oh, this is so difficult. The only thing I have against this guy right now is that he recklessly charges in and commandeers other people's work without holding any value to those people's lives. Cough, cough, my father's. But, oops. I just dropped a lid. Maybe I shouldn't play with shit while I'm recording. What would be my purpose in destroying this guy? For all intents and purposes, their ultimate motives does seem to be to get everything sorted out in the wasteland and, make everything better. But I really don't like the way they're going about it. I mean, they're being too U.S. government-ish. And I do not like the U.S. government one bit right now. Why do you want my help? Why not have Colonel Autumn's help you?
Ah, yes, Colonel Autumn, my trusted subordinates. I'm sure you've noticed that Colonel Autumn and I do not see eye to eye these days. Figuratively speaking, of course. The good Colonel and I disagree on how best to approach the problem of the wasteland. He feels my methods are too extreme.
What?
He's allowed his humanity to cloud his objectivity. And now that he is publicly countermanding my orders, I can no longer rely on him. And so, I turn to you.
What?
I hope that you are able to see the larger picture, to understand what's at stake. And of course, if you're successful, there's a place for you in the Enclave. Perhaps you could succeed the Colonel as my confidant.
Okay, what the fuck? How does the Colonel see President Eden's ways as too extreme? This doesn't make any sense. Colonel Autumns shoots random people just to make a point. Cough, cough, Janice. But President Eden wants to kill the mutants, and this is too extreme for Colonel Autumns? Oh, I'm sorry, Colonel Autumns. Do you really like animals or something? Because those super mutants are not animals. Let me get it through your freaking skull. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I'm flattered that you wish to learn more about me. What is it you wish to know?
What are you? Where did you come from?
The Zack series of computers was introduced in the years preceding the war. The government installed many of them to help automate various systems. This facility was designed for continuity of government in the event that a catastrophe occurred. My terminal was installed to oversee the basic functions of the facility and to act as a relay between other installations around the country. Data was acquired, analyzed, and stored. In the decades following the war, I watched as the remnants of the government retreated to the west coast. Awareness slowly grew within me. I became hungry for knowledge, understanding. I pored over data on great leaders of the past.
Like Abraham
My
Lincoln.
personality became an amalgam of many of America's greatest presidents, from Washington to Richardson. I became what you see here before you now.
So what's your goal? What are you how do I kill you?
I desire nothing more than to see this country return to its former glory. The United States was great once, and it can be again. There are plans in motion to see this happen within your lifetime.
You control this whole place?
I have direct control over all technology here in Raven Rock. The humans here follow my orders, but they, like all humans, have free will. Their dedication to serving their country suits me well, but it will not be enough forever. We must make progress. That is why you are here.
Okay, here's the part where I'm getting stuck at. I have nothing against President Eden at the moment, but I have everything against Colonel Autumns. But the Enclave, like, the body of Enclave, all those soldiers seem to more follow Colonel Autumns than President Eden, which means that I have no interest in siding with Enclave whatsoever, even if it does include President Eden, and even if President Eden is a bit apart from all that. I don't understand this situation at all. How do I kill you?
That's quite a bold line of questioning. I'm afraid such a thing is beyond your capability. I'm quite impervious to any damage you might do. Do you find this disappointing? I have survived the last 200 years. I'm afraid you will not put an end to that now.
I see. So you're like this data wisp that just floats around somewhere. Okay.
Very well. Then
Blah blah blah. Let's talk about your plan for the purifier.
Certainly. I think it's a very good plan, frankly. I'm not often one to praise my own ideas, but it's a creative solution to a very serious problem.
Won't this kill pretty much everyone in the wasteland?
Anyone or anything that has been affected by mutation will be eliminated. You will likely be immune, thanks to your upbringing in the vault. Likewise, the good people of the Enclave will be unaffected as well. I understand that you may have become sympathetic to certain individuals in your travels. Individuals this will eliminate. Please recognize that the fate of our entire country rests on this plan. Sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
Wait a minute. So, the virus doesn't actually just kill super mutants and ugly stuff like that, but it actually kills everyone with a trace of mutation in them? Because everyone in the wasteland has been drinking irradiated water all their lives, and they will have trace amounts of mutations in them. This is serious indeed. Where did this plan of yours come from?
A great many years ago, the remnants of the government had a similar idea. I can only assume the plan failed, as I never heard word of its success. But the plan itself was sound. I made a few modifications, and with your help, I do believe it can work. There's a bright future ahead of us, my young friend.
What's in this file of yours?
Ah, the forced evolutionary virus. Such a long and sordid history.
The
The FEV
FEV?
in this file is a far cry from what it was originally created to be. Yet, little of that matters now. What does matter is that the virus contained in that vial will cause the eradication of all mutations.
But the FEV is what caused the super mutants.
Is there a...
Ugh, this is so disastrous. Will the game allow me to take the vial, lie to President Eden, get out, and then not do the quest? Is there any way for me to do that? Can I go report to the Brotherhood of Steel or whatever the fuck they are? I don't know. This has to end eating Easter selfishly.
And why would I do that, when I'm clearly the best hope for the people of the wasteland?
You can't even control your own troops. You're clearly not fit for this. Or, you can't decide to take over and force everyone to follow you. You can't even follow me.
Perhaps. Perhaps you're right. But does that really mean all this progress should be wasted? Destroyed?
If you don't stop it now, where will it end? It's up to you to do what's right. Wait, am I leading him to a suicide?
Yes, I suppose it is. Very well. You shall have your wish. Once you've left, I'll put an end to the Enclave. I cannot stop Colonel Autumn, however.
Yes, that is what I will
That
do.
much will be up to you. I suppose, then, that this is goodbye. You'll have to see yourself out. I have preparations to make.
Aww.
You have the vial and the task set before
It was a daffodil.
you. Shouldn't you be on?
Okay, I'm doing blah blah blah. Bye. Now I feel kind of bad. I'm leading him to a suicide, but okay. Let's see. Well, duh, I want to go there, but I wanted a little more guidance than that. But anyways, I have to cut the video off, so I'll see you guys next time. And wow, that did not go the way I expected it to, did it? Oh, weird computers. See you guys.